Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Mark Isaac Potter Presents. Today we're visiting with the very lovely, and I would use other more superlative words, but her husband has a contract out on me, so uh, I love making people laugh. The very lovely Denise, who I'm just gonna say her last name is Cibus. It'll help me. Denise Cibus. That's not her last name, but
Close enough.
she's
We are Cibus Mission, so
she
that's
lives
close enough.
really near Langley, so I think she works for the CIA. You yeah, how far are you away from Langley? 20
um,
minutes?
the thing is that I am a professionally qualified legal interpreter. That's my
So they do sometimes use you over there then.
I haven't gone to any of those buildings, but yeah, the courts, depositions, psychiatric units, dental office,
Oh,
medical field, and a lot of community interpreting. So I've interpreted for up to 500 people, I think was the most I've interpreted for.
you and I could do some shows about that. I mean,
They
I
are
just
interesting. They are
well, I have
interesting.
another friend who does sign language interpreting did it one time for President Clinton.
Oh, wow.
Just once. He did it lots of years, but
Oh, yeah, you have
some
to. You're not.
somehow the circumstances were that I don't know, the Clinton
Oh,
person
that's they're
got
so
out at the
lucky. It's
last minute
so
or
hard
something.
to get that
Yeah, no,
kind of
I
level.
it was just a an accidental tourist kind of thing or something. I don't know.
The highest level I've gotten as far as political is the DC mayor.
Okay,
So that
good, good,
was
good,
for the
good.
DC
Very
City
nice.
Council. I did that a
Very
couple
nice.
times.
Very nice.
So yeah,
Okay.
but
So,
it's exciting when you go to those things. They sit over there and they bombard you with information and you don't know what you're going to get. But sometimes they give you an idea and sometimes they don't. So
well, it seems like some places would be technical terms that would be hard to sign, right?
yes, yes. What happens usually when you're interpreting for a very technical place, let's say you have to interpret for architects, they give
Yeah,
you a program summary. That's the best you're going to get. Sometimes they give you what the speech is exactly, but usually they don't or
not.
don't go
Yeah,
off that.
yeah,
But at
yeah.
least with the program summary, you know what the terms are going to be discussed. So you
Okay.
can review and update.
And
Let's say that they're going to
how do
talk
you
about bridges. So
how
then
do
you
you
go
okay.
through all of the internet searches and try to find out everything you can about bridges just for that.
Okay, okay. So an individual sign interpreter, uh, how do you even know what to form for a word that you haven't ever signed before?
So I am not a sign language interpreter. I am a Spanish interpreter.
Oh, that's okay. Sorry.
It's all right.
You
Your
can
friend was a sign language interpreter. You got to
my
ask
my
him.
it's eventually going to become common knowledge that I have dementia, but it'll take a while. So
That's
I
all
told
right.
him ketchup and he said Mercedes Benz. I don't know what's going on with that. So
Uh,
you have to look up the Spanish words for things that you don't use at all in your life. So okay.
yes, yes. But as time goes by and as you work more, your vocabulary expands
Yeah,
as a
and
result of
sometimes
that.
it also gets bigger too.
Yes. Yeah. Both.
In the world of the Spanish language, what I mean, there must be lots of derivatives, Venezuelan and
So I
Ecuadorian and
think
Mexican
is
and Spanish.
spoken in countries.
Say that sentence again. Something fell out.
Yeah, I think Spanish is spoken in over 80 countries.
But
So each country has
yeah, its own dialect, right? So to speak, or
exactly, they have their own accent, their own dialect, their own. their own way of doing things. So when you come across a word you don't really know, you go back and say, "Oh, the interpreter needs to clarify." That's how you say it. You
Oh,
stop what
okay.
you're doing and say, "The interpreter needs to clarify." And then you go back to the person and like, "Hey, when you said this word, did you mean this or what did you mean?" Oh, they say this thing. Okay. Uh the interpreter was explained that this word a word meant this. So,
Okay.
and then I go back
Okay.
into first person mode.
All right. Okay, good. Well, cool.
Yeah, we have our ways to do that to make sure that everything works and is
It's
understood and verified. But the fun part is saying bad words. I usually try to avoid them.
the fun part. That's so cute.
It's,
Oh, very
can
cute.
you
I just
like I not that I prefer, but sometimes the person gets into a cursing argument with the other one, and
right.
you have to just set it up.
Eh,
You
well,
in the interpreting classes, they say you must interpret what they're saying. If they say a curse word, you say the translation of the curse word. You do not sugarcoat it. You do not change because it'll change the meaning and the flow and what the person is trying to describe. And it's true.
so you took interpreter classes.
Oh, you have to.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
imagine you have to if
You,
you were fluent in Spanish. I would. Why would
you,
you?
you have to in order to become a state registered interpreter.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense. All right.
Yeah.
So, wow, that's cheese whiz. I should hire you to redo all my shows in Spanish or something.
Oh my God.
It's only
That would
about
be a lot.
500 shows. It would be
Oh
fun.
yeah, of course.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fine.
All right. Well, we might accidentally get to the actual topic that we were going to talk about.
Essentially, yeah.
Maybe not,
So,
maybe. Yeah. So you're the founder of
yes.
cibusmission.org, and
Yes.
you've been doing it since Lincoln was in short pants, right?
Not even close.
No, I mean Fred Lincoln. He lives down the street from you. No, I'm kidding. You do laugh. That is nice. I mean, sometimes I
No.
do this and people are like, what? Just,
Oh, no. It's fun. I mean, you gotta laugh. Laughter is part of life, and it's so healthy for you. It's
yeah,
actually medicine.
it's nurturing. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
And I love it. I have a friend who ended up being a friend as a result of our nonprofit. See, Cibus
Right.
Mission. For those who have never seen one of these programs before, Cibus is Latin for sustenance, and we believe in sustenance for all. And what
Right.
we do is we fill blessing boxes around the area, which are basically like kitchen cabinets with a post, mailbox post, around the
Okay.
different corners of the city and the county limits. And sometimes we go further out. And we also provide monthly meals. We have helped two veteran families. And one of those veteran families we found as a result of a comedian who helped us and told us that the veteran family had had a fire and if we could help. And he says that, oh, some people don't like our humor, especially when they're, more serious. And I said, but it's not, it's the person who's going and enjoying that moment, right? And having a chance to
Yeah.
rest from their life stresses and just
Absolutely.
enjoy the moment and
Yeah.
smile and
Yeah.
feel good in that moment. And I think that's why I love like what comedians do, laughter itself. It's so helpful for everything.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of that stuff. So
Yes.
tell us a
And
little, what aspect of Cibus do you want to go into today?
so I wanted to talk about the struggles, if you'd like. Would you like to talk a
You're
little bit
the
about the struggles?
you're the boss on this. I'm just here for the view of the.
So we got our 501(c)(3) in 2023, and
Really, that long ago?
yeah,
How long
yeah.
did it take you to get it?
Not as long as other people take. And I think it's because of my legal background. So
Oh,
I understand
you have a legal
bureaucratic.
background?
Yes, I'm a legal state interpreter. So I do depositions and
Oh, wow.
yeah, I do a lot of depositions and I
There's a
go
lot
to
of things about
courts
you
and
that we don't know yet. Geez.
yeah, yeah. And the wonderful thing about that is that when you're involved in that kind of vocabulary and terminology,
Well,
then
and
it
you know
makes it.
the people, you know the court clerks, you know the judges, and
I actually didn't know anyone there, but when you're reading through what you need to have done, you understand legalese better. So the
okay,
terminologies aren't foreign to you, and you understand
okay,
what they're looking for and how
all
to
right,
present it better. Because,
very nice.
when you read a legal document, usually it's gibberish, right?
Yeah, yeah,
But when you're used to it and you've been in that arena for a while, then you understand what they're asking for. You can translate whatever it's saying to, you
okay,
know,
all right,
actual stuff that I need to do.
okay,
So
all
that
right,
helped. So it
okay.
took less than 6 months for us to actually get the 501c3,
Wow, I've never
which
heard of
is,
it being, yeah,
yeah, it's that was pretty fast.
yeah,
And we had already been working on helping the community for about a year before that when we decided to actually get the 501c3. I knew
okay,
it was going to take some money and some time, and I wasn't quite ready when we first started.
yeah,
And what I wanted to tell you about was what I did these past 2 weekends. So last weekend, last Saturday, not yesterday. Wait, what is today? Today's
today is
Saturday?
that,
Okay.
today's,
Yes, not
that's the rumor,
yesterday.
that's what I've heard, yeah,
All right, last Saturday. That's what I meant. Last Saturday, I was supposed to go, and I went to a spring and garden expo center where I was
okay,
going to go and talk about our youth urban farm program that we want to launch in the summer to teach kids how
okay,
to grow their own vegetables in small areas, be it
right,
through vertical gardening and gardening on the floor, like, planters and growing vegetables in the ground, that kind of thing. And
right.
I wanted to go and talk to the different tables that were there and discuss our program, take advantage that there were so many people in one area. But I took my toddler. I took my three
Oh,
year old.
you didn't say and, you said but. No,
Yes,
that's
yes. Because instead of actually talking to anyone, the way it was set up, it was actually in a large space where they usually have a running track type thing.
okay.
You know
Yeah.
those big running tracks for
Oh
community
yeah.
colleges?
Yeah.
Well, my son, my 3 year old, just did 4 laps. That was the entire time that I was there, just sprinting around that circle area the whole time. And it was just an hour of me sprinting and trying to catch him, and then him laughing, and then him grabbing some balloons, and then him running with the balloons, and then me grabbing the balloons and putting him back, and then him grabbing a toy, and then me putting the toy back, and then him grabbing something
Yeah.
else. And that was the entire
Oh.
to a chicken coop. and and the lady was like, he could break the thing. I don't know if he's. It's like I can't. If I go in there, I know it's gonna break. So it's better just to let him in there and let him get out when he can, because I couldn't go in there, and she wasn't gonna go in there. So that wasn't very useful. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't do
Oh,
anything except get my steps in. Like
yeah,
I was
yeah.
the the
You
only
were
person
over 10,000
running.
that day. Oh,
So
wow.
people look at me sometimes and say, "Wow, how do you stay in shape?" And I said, "Because I have 3 boys. I have
Yeah,
boys.
no
That's
kidding.
that's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
way. That's my
yeah,
secret."
yeah. How old is the oldest?
14.
14, really? Wow.
Yeah, yeah. We
Oh,
we got
Lord.
there. We're getting there.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's just it's fun, super fun. Boys are super awesome. I love them to death. They're
Well,
cool.
that's your opinion.
But it's just a lot of exercise. You gotta be in shape.
Yeah.
That's you gotta be able to dodge bullets and catch them on the way over. But
Oh,
yeah,
Lord.
I couldn't do anything. So
Mm.
when I was telling you about the struggles, that's one of the things that happens. You have a plan, you have an idea of what you want to do that day,
Right, right.
and you can't do it, and it doesn't
Yeah,
work. And you're like,
yeah.
okay, well, at least I went there and tried. And now I know for the next time that I have to leave him somewhere else or tire him out and have him at nap time go there or something. And yesterday, what I did, and I took advantage of the day. So, but while the kids were in an actual play zone area, I went to about 15 different businesses.
Hmm.
So I walked around and took the car also and talked to about 15 different, when you have those shopping centers that have businesses and then on the other side, or you go like a quarter mile over and then there's another shopping center. So I went to about three of those big shopping centers. Out of the 15, only three of them were interested in talking to me later.
Okay.
And it's frustrating because you go through those no's. It's like, no, we don't. No, we can't help you. No, we're not right now. We can't. No. And I always think, well, if I don't go through these no's, I will never get to the yes. But it's exhausting because you
Uh,
hear this so much.
yeah.
And most of the time that I've been working, I want to say 80% are no's.
Yeah, you may or may not remember that sometimes I make phone calls, cold calls, and I make as many as 120 in a day.
Wow.
And those are when I used to do them, I used to do them in a different way, which is I would actually, if the person wasn't there, I'd leave a message. And of that, I would say I could go 2 or 3 days and not get even one yes, out of maybe 300. So I just, the whole thing to me is a mystery. Yeah. I'm sorry, but that's actually very high compared to some other people like myself. So, because you
Well,
figure
it's
three out of 15 is like what, 20? Is that 20% or what? I
around
don't
there.
know. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it is.
that's pretty high, but I hear you.
Yeah.
Well, you can
Ah,
always have your help you and maybe have some volunteers help you with it, or have them go a few times
it's
and then
I
and
haven't been
then
able to because the messaging is different for each of the businesses. Because some of the
oh,
businesses are
okay.
restaurants, and I'm wondering if they can give us their leftover food, for example.
Right.
And the other one is to volunteer to see if they have any volunteer groups. Like some businesses have a volunteer day or something, and so they go out and volunteer at a certain
Somewhere.
day or somewhere in every quarter or every year they do it. They don't, it depends on what the business is. And sometimes it's local and sometimes it's regional and sometimes it's at a corporate level. So you never know until you talk to them. And
Okay.
that I think is one of the other reasons why I have a higher rate than businesses do because I'm not asking necessarily for money or
Yeah.
for them to buy a product. I'm
Okay.
trying to find a way for us to work together where it's
Okay.
advantageous to them in one way or another.
All right. So I'm gonna foolishly make the following offer,
Uh-huh.
which is I could slowly get to know it's Hagerstown, right? Or what is it called?
Yeah, yeah, it's Hagerstown.
I could slowly on the internet get to know Hagerstown a little better and then maybe make some calls on your behalf based
Cool.
on, you could give me a list and say, okay, we need three backhoes, we need, two rototillers, we need some Venus flytrap seeds or whatever, and then I
That
could
would be
call
cool.
and try to find them. And also,
Yeah.
some of that stuff could just be mailed, so it could be other parts of Maryland or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But
I didn't even
just
think of that.
well, no, and then there's other people in the world who might be willing to help. It's just I have to do a better job of getting your thing out there. I've been having trouble with my TikTok lately. I thought that would be a good. I have gotten some good views of your shows. Did I send you all the MP4s yet or not?
No, but if you do, I would love them because I can do like little shorts out of them.
Yeah, and Opus Clip can do that in other places, right? Just
I didn't, but
maybe
I can work on doing the clips. I did get a
Opus
short out
Clip
of
is
the other one.
really pretty straightforward. I have a lot. I'm gonna minimize the window here and then I'm gonna go over to my email. I write a lot of emails to myself
Oh, I do the same thing.
that are supposed to remind me of,
Yes. Do you schedule the send for yourself too? Like, can you email yourself? I email myself like 3 days later or five,
right, right. No, I
three
sometimes do
months.
that. I do sometimes do that. Yeah.
What
Okay.
it's like to
So,
be your own secretary.
yeah, well, the one VA I've used is $90 a month or $90 an hour. So I
Híjole,
don't
that's a
do have
that's
her
a
do
lot.
very much. Yeah. Okay.
That's a
So what
lot.
did I offer to do? Make calls for Cibus. And I use old 1950s phrases that are very off-putting for people now. I'm saying as
Uh-huh.
per needs for equipment and volunteers.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we just need right now we're working on getting tools and getting equipment. Okay, so that was a struggle. And I've been doing that. I try to do it at least once a week. Just go out and talk
Okay.
to clusters of businesses or
Yeah.
go out and email clusters of businesses. It's tiring. I'm not gonna even
You
lie.
no no. Well, that's good. I'm glad you told me because that's how other people can help you is do the parts that you
I didn't know you made 120 calls a day. That's so amazing.
120 what?
I
Oh
didn't know you
yeah.
made 120
But
calls. For what?
well, I when I did it the old way, it would take me about 12 hours. But now I have a different way. I had lunch with a business friend who's actually smart, and
Hmm.
we'd agreed that I would just call people and let it ring like 2 to 3 times. And
Hmm.
if they haven't answered by then, hang up because you're not you need to get the person live to have them even consider
Interested in what you're
agreeing to
saying.
anything. So now I can do those calls in, hour and a half or less.
Do
It
you
used
know
to
what
take me like 12
score?
hours.
Do you know what score dot
Yeah,
org is?
long story.
Huh?
I try not to do derogatory shows.
Okay, then we'll
They
leave
have
it at
not
that.
they have not helped me
I
and they
just heard about them the other day and I was like, okay.
no, they're good for most people. Don't be waylaid by my comments.
No, I understand. Sometimes you find good people, sometimes you don't, especially when
And
they're a group of
yeah,
volunteers. I
yeah,
know very well some volunteers are awesome, and I still remember them with a big smile on my face of how helpful
yeah,
they were.
yeah, yeah,
And other volunteers are not. But
yeah,
I did
there you
want
go.
to tell you some, I think it's, yeah, I mean, we're working on it. We still have a ways to go, but we were able to find a couple of veterans that are going to be able to help me with the at least the supervising of the build or the because I have to build a carport for people who don't know and are watching the show. I have to build a carport and a shed type thing for the kids to be in the program. And
Okay.
I have been working on getting the materials, and I've been working on working with veterans also, and I found a couple of veterans that want to volunteer and help us out with that. So I'm very
Very
excited.
nice. Very beautiful. So give me, while we're here anyway, give me a list, if you would, of uh of some of the things you need.
I would have to email you because there's
All right.
two
Okay.
separate lists. There's
All right.
a list for all of the youth urban farm stuff and a list
Okay.
for all the bike repair stuff.
All
And
right.
in the website, in the youth programs part, we do have a Walmart registry
Okay. All right. Well,
for the stuff that can be sent over.
all right.
So
Okay,
that's pretty
good.
cool.
Good, 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 good. Okay. Well, I looked at the clock and realized I'm already over time because I forgot to push it. So you
But
want
I
to do
think we
another show?
started
Or you want to just do one a day?
I think we started a little late, didn't we?
No, I don't mean that. I mean the amount of time the show runs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can stop. This
But
one show.
one today or two or what?
One
All
today.
right. Okay. You're lovely. So yeah, send
Thank
me
you
that
so
list.
much.
Well,
Truly
take care.
appreciate it.
You're very welcome. And, you know, I don't know if we're on the schedule, but certainly stay in touch and let me know when you want to do the next show, whether you like to do them each Saturday or whatever you prefer.
Okay, can you email me your address, please?
Oh, yeah. And do you think Jose does not want to be bothered by doing the show? Like
I
he
think
kind
he's
of
trying
really
to,
doesn't. Oh, the
yeah.
car broke down. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's like
I
all
have
of
to
us, he's
fix it.
literally outside. And I
All
told
right,
him
folks.
yesterday. And I'm starting to think maybe he's finding things to do exactly in that moment,
That's
you
fine,
know?
though. You know, a lot of people, it's all good. All right, folks, we love you. Thank you very much. I would ask you to please consider helping cibusmission.org
Thank you
in
so
whatever
much.
way
We
you
appreciate
can.
you.
Yeah. Talk to you
All
soon.
right.
Take care.
Take care.
God
Bye-bye.
bless you. God bless you.
You too.